you tired of having to stuff yourself with food so you don't have to waste it?
Do you feel bad about the fact that food waste could contribute to global warming?
Food wastage is an issue that affects people all around the world, but it has a very simple solution.
Introducing compost.
Compost is decayed organic material used as a plant fertilizer.
Composting helps the environment, so you don't have to feel bad about wasting food anymore.
So why is food wastage so bad in the first place?
When compostable items end up in the landfill, they break down and release methane, a poisonous greenhouse gas.
Based on research done by various scientists, methane is 20 times more harmful than carbon dioxide and is a huge contributor to global warming.
It is also flammable and extremely dangerous when present in large quantities.
Food waste ending up in landfills causes more than 18% of America's gas emissions, which means that the lunch you throw in the trash today increases your carbon footprint.
According to the Agriculture Department, 25% of all domestically produced foods costing $43 billion each year end up in the landfill.
This also wastes quite a large portion of the water that gets used for food production.
California cannot afford to waste water.
On average, a school of 2,500 students wastes about 1,000 pounds of food per week.
That's almost 9 pounds of waste per student per year.
Some common reasons that the food wastage is an issue is that the students don't have time to finish their lunches or they have a different preference than the options given.
More often than not, the tossed food ends up being uneaten fruit from the lunch line.
These fruits can be huge contributors to compost, but due to lack of knowledge and interest on the subject, they are thrown out without a second thought.
Composting may seem like an unimportant process, but that is inaccurate.
During the process of composting, food waste is collected and combined with yard waste to create fertilizer.
When put into the ground, it helps rejuvenate the soil to provide crops with the nutrition that they need to grow.
These crops provide us with the oxygen and food which we need in order to survive.
Some examples of compostable items are food scraps, plant and yard waste, and food-soiled paper.
Specifically, paper bags, towels and napkins, greasy pizza boxes, uncoated food-soiled paper, and shredded paper.
What can you do to help increase composting in your school?
You can help by simply educating and encouraging your school students and staff.
Schools can also create compost bins by replacing garbage bags with clear or compost bags.
It is highly recommended to paint the bins green and/or emphasize that they are compost only.
To raise more awareness, you can also set up flyers and posters with charts of what's compostable and what's not.
So remember, composting helps the environment and everyone in it.
Next time you have leftover food scraps, compost them.
Help you and your school reduce your carbon footprint.
Please give a thumbs up and share with your community.
Go green!